ओम चिन्मय सद्गुरवे नमः। हमारा वेदांत की मत है कि हम लोगों को जो जितना दुख कष्ट इसमें से भरा हुआ जीवन एवं वारंवार संसार में आना और जाना, इसके पीछे तीन ही कारण वर्तमान है। जैसे एक जंजीर का तीन ऐसे, बंगाली में आंगटा बोलते हैं, थ्री एसेस। अब देखे हैं शायद, जो पंखा एस के द्वारा झूलते हैं, একটা শেকলের যেন তিনটে আঙট এমনি করে আছে। অ্যাঙ্কার ইউ ক্যান সে। अविद्या मीन्स अज्ञानता और इग्नोरेंस। दो, काम वासना डिजायर। थ्री, कर्म। अविद्या काम कर्म, ये एकदम दिमाग में बैठा लीजिए। ये हम लोगों का जो संसार में आना जाना, अभी भी जो हम लोग इस संसार में आए हुए हैं, पिछले 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 जन्म की अविद्या काम कर्म। अविद्या, अविद्या जनित काम, काम जनित कर्म। अविद्या काम कर्म ही संसार के पीछे तीन मूल कारण। संसार की और अपने खुद की स्वरूप के बारे में जब हम लोगों को कुछ पता नहीं रहता, when we don't know about our own intrinsic nature and the intrinsic nature of transmigration, then we feel desire for the worldly object. So, what is the root cause of desire? That is ignorance. And out of ignorance, what about the vasana, desire, impressions that forces us to do action? वासना वृद्धि होने के साथ साथ सकाम कर्म कर्म या स्वार्थ युक्त कर्म की वासना है। Means we are always become intended for getting the result first thing, and me and minus increases. How it increases, we don't. My son, my daughter, my son-in-law, my daughter-in-law, my grandchildren, my nephew, my niece, my cousin, my family. How we can't get out of the samsara? Always either praising of them और नहीं तो निंदा। उन लोगों को बड़ा करने के लिए कभी खुद को छोटा कर रहे, कभी उन लोगों को छोटा करने के लिए खुद को बड़ा कर रहे। Each and every one have passed through some of the others difficulties in our childhood. Each and every one. ऐसे कोई भी व्यक्ति नहीं है जिनकी बचपन में फिजिकल, मेंटल, सोशल, इकोनॉमिकल हैरेसमेंट, अब्यूजमेंट नहीं हुआ। ऐसा बात नहीं कि चारों होना पड़े, एक भी हो सकता है, बट उसको पकड़ के रखना एंड क्रिएटिंग ट्रॉमा इनसाइड hampers our spiritual life. What happened? That happened. We can't go back to the past, but we always remain in the past. We love to remain in the past. In our time, this. In my childhood, you have no idea, Swami. We love to be in the past. Sometimes glorious past, sometimes worse past. So what we can't change, we love to be there, and lamentation, regret what we could not do. For that, we lose our glorious present and destroy our glorious future too. We spoil our future becoming anxious. As much as you will be in the past, either grief or proud will be increased. It has to be. या तो क्षोभ, नहीं तो सूक्ष्म अहंकार। ये दोनों इतना खतरनाक है, इसलिए आप सोचिए, काम, क्रोध, लोभ, मोह, मद, मात्सर्य, ये सब इतना जल्दी बढ़ता है ना। It's very difficult. We may learn Vedanta. We may hear Vedanta for years. We can read a lot of books on Vedanta. Unless and until we practice it with a lot of consciousness in our own daily life, then it creates terrible pride inside. I have read this book. He has not studied. I have listened to this person. What is the effect? जीवन में जो सुन रहा है, श्रवण की मनन नहीं हुआ ठीक से, मनन की निधिध्यासन अगर ठीक से नहीं होगा तो अपने जीवन में अपना नहीं सकता ये ज्ञान। Unless and until Shravanam, Mananam and Nididhyasan you do, you can't own up that knowledge, whatever you are learning every day, or whatever you have studied, or whatever you have listened to, from whatever, whoever the person, if Swayam Bhagwan bhi aake aapko Vedanta sunaye, अर्जुन भी ऐसा ही इतना भगवत गीता सुनने के बाद, युद्ध के बाद बोला, I was in a different mindset. Can you repeat it for me? वासना और कर्म एक सिक्का की दो साइड है. If you take one side, you have to take another side. There is no other way. वासना बढ़ने के साथ साथ सकाम कर्म भी वृद्धि होगा, और सकाम कर्म जितना बढ़ाएंगे उतना ही वासना में वृद्धि होगा. ये एक आवर्त चक्र है, ये एक सर्वनाशा घूर्णी है, जिनके अंदर इट्स अ डेवास्टेटिंग वर्ल्डपुल, जिनके अंदर जीव घूम रहा है. जैसे वॉशिंग मशीन में आपने देखा है how it gets rotated, all the clothes. और ये घूमना मतलब जन्म मृत्यु, जन्म मृत्यु, जन्म मृत्यु, टेरिबल सफरिंग, टेरिबल सफरिंग, टेरिबल सफरिंग. पुंसः संसारो न निवर्तते. जब तक हम लोग ये वासना और कर्म की जंजीर से मुक्त नहीं हो पा रहा, तब तक इस शरीर से दूसरा शरीर में आना जाना बंद नहीं होगा. एकमात्र कर्तव्य है इस श्रृंखल को, इस जंजीर को, इस सैकल को तोड़ना. We shall go through 314. संसार बंध विच्छित्यै तद्वयम् प्रदहेद यतिः वासना वृद्धिरेताभ्याम चिंतया क्रियया बहिः. संसार बंध विच्छित्यै, संसार बंधन को तोड़ने के लिए, छिन्न करने के लिए, यति ही, जो यत्नवान वही यति है. यति का एक मतलब तो यति ही मतलब सन्यासी, लेकिन और एक मतलब क्या? प्रयत्नशील, who tries and tries and tries and tries, falls down, again gets up and tries. उठना गिरना ही तो जीवन. What is your goal? The goal is not reaching any destination. You should know. Your destination should be very high, where you can't reach easily. So what should be our aim of life, goal of life? To strive that point. Suppose who are earning money, बचपन से पैसा नहीं देखा, लेकिन studied well and earned 1 billion rupee. Maybe he dreamed for that. Suppose earning that his mentality will get, shattered. जो मिलना था वो मिल गया. Then tamas will come. Your aim should be so high that where you can't reach. The aim of life, the goal of life is the journey towards the goal. यति ही वही सन्यासी है जो प्रयत्नशील है, आदर पूर्वक जो चेष्टा करते, श्रद्धा पूर्वक जो व्यक्ति चेष्टा करते, प्रेम पूर्वक, विश्वास पूर्वक जो व्यक्ति अपने लक्ष्य की ओर जाने की प्रयत्न करते, वही प्रयत्नशील है, वही सन्यासी है. चाहे वो फगुआ में रह सकता है, चाहे वो कुर्ती में रह सकता है, चाहे वो साड़ी में रह सकता है. इट डजंट मैटर. द क्लोथ्स डोंट मैटर. मैटर्स आवर भाव. किस भाव से, किस भंगी से हम लोग कर रहा. तद द्वयम प्रदाहित. विथ दट यति ही तद्वयम, ये दोनों को, कर्म और वासना, वासना और कर्म, प्रदाहित, प्रकृष्ट रूपेण दहित. Full burning. It's not half burning like charcoal. Full burning. It will be burnt into ashes. थोड़ा सा भी खींच नहीं रहेगा. एताभ्याम, ये दोनों के द्वारा, चिंतया, वही ही क्रियया वासनावृत्ति. Because he is matured. मैं कितना बड़ा संसारी बना. This is not maturity. At the end of the day, he was zero. The end of the day, you are zero. Who is the matured person? He never indulges his thought process to go into the past. Maybe it is glorious past or worst past. He is or she is the matured who will not be anxious or depressed about his or her uncertain future, where he has no control. He remains in the past, present, और प्रेजेंट की सारे घटना वेदांत के साथ मिला लेता है. एवरीथिंग. कोई गलती हो जाए, गैस के टेबल में, ओवन के टेबल में कोई ग्लास था पानी से भरा हुआ, थोड़ा हाथ लग के वो गिर गया. विल नॉट बी, अरे रे रे, मेरा सास ने ये दिया था 50 साल. आकाशात पतितम तोयम समुद्रम प्रतिगच्छ. अगर ये ग्लास शीशे का है, टूट गया, ओहो सी, how temporary this life is. In each and every action and reaction in your life, you should match with your Sravanam. Sravanam, Sravanam. Sravanam is our primary sadhana. Not the japa, not the meditation, not the kirtan, not puja. Whatever you do, I'm not opposing that. You should do. You should do puja, you should do japa, you should do dhyanam, you should do kirtanam. But you should know, अब जो भी कर रहा है, this is for chitta suddhi, chittasya shuddhaye karma. For purification of mind, you should know that I am preparing my mind for better Sravanam, because that is our ultimate sadhana. You may do a lot of pranama, कपालभाति, भ्रामरी या अनुलोम विलोम और कुछ 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 जो भी है, जहां से भी आप वायु को खींचो और निकालो. You should know whatever you are doing for purification of your mind, that mind which is verily stable for Sravanam. Unless and until the better quality Sravanam, Mananam will be distorted. श्रवणम 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 वही हमारा साधन है. Constant श्रवणम. Your mind should be soaked into that. Totally marinated. Like rasgulla is too much marinated with the sweet syrup. Once I prepared experimentally sabji with rasgulla. So I picked up the rasgulla, washed it. It was sponge rasgulla. You know, in Bengal it is available. I soaked it into the water for half an hour. I pressed it like that, anything. And several times I washed. And when I prepared sabji out of it, I found some sweetness still over there, little bit. Our life should be marinated, soaked in Vedanta in this way. जीवन जितना भी हम लोग को स्क्वीज करे, धो डाले, अंत में उसमें से वेदांत ही निकले. Our Sravanam should be in that extent, and Mananam and Nididhyasa. So it's a wonderful thought process. श्लोक कंप्लीट करना हम लोगों का मकसद नहीं. जीवन बनाना, जीवन नया जीवन अपनाना और यहाँ पर ही इस बंधन को तोड़ना, इस जन्म मृत्यु का चक्र को इसी जन्म में ही ब्रेक करना पड़ेगा. इसी जन्म में ही हमारा काम, क्रोध, लोभ, मोह, मद, मात्सर्य, ये गंदगी से निकालना. If we are sitting inside a drain and it's stinking and we are thinking that how that stinking smell will go, you have to come out. You have to wash. You have to put on some new soaps and all other things. You have to come out from samsara vasana, samsara chinta, and work according. We have to shower with Shravanam, soap with Mananam, और बाद में निधिध्यासन से पूरा के पूरा गंदगी के साथ साबुन को भी निकाल दीजिए, जो रहेगा वही शुद्ध सत्य। He who subjectively contemplates upon the sense objects, but apparently restricts his sense indulgence is called a hypocrite by Bhagavad Gita. Character consists, no doubt, in right acts, but they are built with right thoughts. Subjective thoughts and objective action both creates vasanas, which drag the ego into new birth and deaths. They too are to be cut asunder in order to end the tragedy of transmigration. These two forces prompt each individual to take up again and again an appropriate physical body to continue the stupidity of living for sheer sense gratifications. He or she who wants to cut off this endless stream of sorrow, 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 and the non-stop dash from stupidity to stupidity has to end these two prompting forces, chinta or kriya. Chinta or kriya are themselves no doubt the effect of powerful vasanas, and they create a fresh crop of more powerful vasanas. If you want to get away from these powerful vasanas, you must destroy these two. In the spiritual path, there are moments when one has the feeling, in fact, a hallucination, that one has reached somewhere. ये आप लोगों को सबका आता है, that I have reached somewhere, somewhere. These are no doubt great peaks, but in those apparent heights, we cannot permanently remain in perfect safety. We may slip again. If we look back even once, back means towards the object, emotion, and thought. When the mind and intellect has turned towards the reality, never again look back. Once you become an extrovert, the ego at once participates. The sense objects crowd around you for attention, and terrible vasanas are created. You fall again into samsara. All sadhana becomes impotent, futile. All your time is a great waste. So without looking back, go ahead with a constant forward gaze. Sometimes the seeker feels very lustful. This is caused by himself. There is no other cause. He himself allows a lustful thought to rise up in him and encourages it. Then this thought forces you into lustful activity, and the two together create lustful vasanas, trying you drown, drag down. They blockade your march and you get helplessly standing. When a lustful thought comes, do not encourage it. Maintain the attitude of a weakness towards it. Be fully conscious of it and chant ardently. Whatever the mantra you are having, Om Namah Shivaya, Narayana, Narayana, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Any name, chant, 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 chant. Seeing the pure body and sense face of, serene face of Lord Buddha, prostitute felt tremendous attachment. She went to the palace, the hermitage, where Bhagavan Buddha was resting for the night. With fruits and other offerings, as she knocked at the door, Bhagavan Buddha opened it and stepped out. He saw a beautiful, richly dressed girl standing with offerings of fruit and all other necessities at that untimely hour. Obviously, she had come to offer them to the Lord, but at midnight. There was no hesitation. Bhagavan Buddha said, Mother, what can your son do for you? Poor woman who came with burning passion rose to the spot. Similarly, a lustful thought might rise up in your mind. Do not encourage it. Always chant on that time, Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om Tat Sat, Hari Om Tat Sat, Narayana, 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 Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. With confidence and faith, be aware of the low thoughts at all times. Carefully sublimate them with divine thoughts. Hari Om Tat Sat.